They play extremely hard. They're very, very good defensively and offensively. It's another big challenge for us. So we've got our hands full, and they're really well coached. Rick Barnes is one of the best coaches in the country and has done a great job with that team. And you can just see how they've developed as the season's progressed. I'm really impressed. Punter, in particular, is incredible. I think he was our second leading scorer in the SEC right now, but really a special talent. And he's good. He's very, very good. And it's really improved. Just listening to the announcers, I guess he really did a lot of work on his shot in the off-season, spent countless hours, and it's really paid off for him because he's really playing well. Questions?
What did you kind of take away from the road trips, from what you saw from your team?
Well, I thought that in our last game, it's obviously both those spots are tough places to play. And I think Arkansas has got the third winningest record in the country and home wins over the last 5 years. And, Rupp Arena's no slouch as well. It's got to be up there too. I think since Cal's been there, they've lost 4 home games, or not even that many. I think, maybe it's 4. Something like that, like 107 and 4. So hard places to play, great venues. I thought that though we showed a lot more fight in the game against Kentucky, falling down by 20 and then giving ourselves a chance to come back and actually have a chance to win down the stretch. We were down 3 at Arkansas with less than 6 minutes to go, and then let it get to a 14-point differential at the end. But I thought we got better between the 2 games, just in terms of our fight, and that's what I'm looking for, is the never quit, never give up mentality.
What needs to happen in those games? Down by 3 with 6 minutes to go, down by 3 with 30 seconds to go, Kentucky. What needs to change to pull out those close wins, or I guess losses to close wins?
Yeah, it's just possession by possession, Michael. I mean, it's getting stops, not allowing. It's just the same thing here at home against A&M. I mean, we're a 2-point game or tie game with less than a minute to go. I mean, all the games that we've played have come down to being tight games at the end. It's getting stops. It's not allowing. Like against Kentucky, it was down 3 with a minute to go. They miss a shot, and we go soft in the block out, and they get it back and put it in to go up 5. Against Arkansas, it was probably coming out of the zone the way they were shooting it. We should have come out of it and not let them get those open threes. And, maybe that limits them from their threes. I don't know.
Is that just a growing process for the team, knowing for a group of seniors who've never really won those close games, just learning how to win?
Yeah, but it's just possession by possession. And then being able to score at the other end, being able to get a good shot.
Can you see any parallels between where you're at right now in your first year and where Coach Barnes is in his first year at Tennessee?
You know what? I haven't paid that much attention to it in terms of Tennessee, but there's 4 new coaches in the conference this year. Mike White and Avery, and I think that as I said when we all started coming in this year, the basketball is trending upward in the SEC. I think the league's going to keep getting better and better. And when I watch these other games on TV, I'm just really impressed with the talent level in our conference, and how competitive and how tough all these teams are. It's a dogfight every night, every game. There's been very few blowouts when you look at around the league. So it's tough.
When you look at the road losses specifically, it's close at halftime, and then even in Kentucky, you score the first basket, then a 14-0 run by them. What's happening out of the locker room where you guys are just getting beat in that period right after?
That's the $1 million question there, because I've been talking about that for a while. Going back to even the Tulane game, we have a 6-point lead, we come out here at home flat and don't get off to a great start. I mean, typically, as I go back and think about my coaching career, my teams have been second half teams. So it's just strange for me to relate, you know. But that's a key for us, is how we, you know, we had the game tied at halftime. It was a 4-point game at Arkansas. And they came out and jumped on us right away. And usually when you're on the road, I mean, that's what a home team's gonna do. We've only got a 4-point lead, or, you know, whatever it is, an 8-point lead in Kentucky. We come out and jump on these first 5 minutes, and we talked about that, and, you know, obviously it's critical to do better.
We'll go to the phone. David, do you have any questions?
Hey, Ben, this is David from the Associated Press. I know that for most freshmen, you know, Malik Newman scored about 13 points a game. Those would be pretty good numbers, but some people have, I don't know, there just seems to be a feeling that maybe he could do more or something. Are you pleased with his development so far, or where do you think he is in his game?
Yeah, you know what, I think in conference, he's averaging closer to 14. He's 15? Yeah, so he's just almost 15 points in SEC play in our 3 games, which is a new season within the season. And I think he's doing a good job. I think he's improving. He had 4 assists in our last game, and I told him that yesterday. And he had a great practice yesterday, especially offensively. So I think he's getting better and better. And I think that, you know, there's so much hype for these top players like himself coming out that, you know, they're expecting the moon for every one of them. You look around, it's not an easy jump for any of them. But yeah, he's a very good player, and he's getting better and better.
Thank you.
Back to questions in here.
Is there anything you can do coming out of the halftime? Is it on as a coach, or is it just kind of on the players to light that switch and take that fire into the second half?
Both. I mean, I think that's the best answer, you know, is to come out and really play with the intensity level and the fire that's needed at both ends. And then maybe you credit our opponents sometimes for making adjustments at halftime that they're able to take advantage of. I'm not sure. But we definitely have to do a better job in the beginning of the second halves in our games, no question. And it's something I've been talking about for a while. You know, even the A&M game, we didn't come out, you know, really. And I thought our guys were down. You know, we had that 21-13 lead, and they had the ball, and it was like, you know, we were disappointed as we came out, rather than just focused on what we got to do to help the team do better.
After digging an 0-3 start in league play, what would a win mean to this team right now?
Yeah, it mean everything. I mean, you know, we need to get our first W, and our best chance is our next game, which is tomorrow.
So there's been so many of the losses that have been close losses. You go back even to Southern at the end of the year, or A&M or Kentucky or whatever. Does that do more to frustrate a team, or are those games that you point to that say we're close?
Yeah, I think it's tough when you lose close games, but on the flip side, you know, I guess I'd rather lose a close game than get blown out by 30, you know, where, you know, you're showing fight and it's competitive all the way through. It shows that we're not that far away, you know, to our guys, I think, and that they are, you know, showing fight, and they're not, you know, just laying down when they get down, which is important to me. You know, I've always believed, you know, you fight, you know, tooth and nail for every second you're out there, and that's how you get better, that's how you improve, and, you know, that's how you learn to compete.
Do you have a question?